So, doing what you do, improving your life, working on skills, trying to better yourself, it's not an easy task. And there will come many days where you just don't feel like doing anything. But there's this voice in the back of your head that tells you to just do it anyways, to be productive, to push through, to see it to the end. And while that can be helpful, sometimes it is better to take a rest and take a break. On days like these where you feel tired and exhausted, you will probably end up feeling a little guilty for not doing the things that you're supposed to do. So let's say that you get like 4 hours of sleep one day and you're really tired, but you still want to go to the gym. There's like this feeling inside you that tells you you want to go to the gym, you want to train, push hard, but at the same time you are mentally exhausted, and you just know that if you show up to the gym, you're probably not going to have that good of a workout. In my opinion, I think the more important thing is sustainability. So consistency is not about always showing up. It's about showing up eventually again. It's going back 1-2 weeks later after recovering for a long period, or let's say you get injured, you eventually go back to the thing that you were doing before you got injured. So sustainability and consistency are about doing it over a long period of time. It's not just about an intense period of effort for a limited time frame. One of the things that a lot of us struggle with is that our bodies need a lot more rest than we think they do. But we are all kind of like toddlers where we just don't want to. We don't want to take a nap or go to sleep on time. We just want to extend the day, have more fun, do more productive things. And it's really detrimental. It's kind of detrimental because you would be better off getting more sleep and you would function better. But we want to keep doing more and more and more. And that's a good desire to have, but you don't want it to cost you in your health department, in your quality of life, sleep and stuff. So let's say that you are tired and you are questioning whether or not you should or shouldn't go to, let's say, the gym, for example. Should you show up even if you're tired and you know that you're not going to get a workout? Some people would say yes, some people would say take a rest day. I say it depends, because there are some times where I show up tired and I get like a second wind, and it's super easy to finish the workout once I get started. There are other times where every single set is a slog and I'm just like, I'm taking the 3-minute rest break in between every exercise, and during those 3 minutes I'm like power napping. I'm trying to power nap because the next set is like really grueling and like my body just is telling me to rest. Another alternative you could do if you want to like get exercise in but you don't want to exhaust yourself, like you're tired but you still want to exercise, is just do a lighter, easier version of your workout, and then later the next day, tomorrow, when you're more rested, you can then go do the full workout. And when I say lighter, I mean a lot lighter. Like, it doesn't even fatigue you that much, it doesn't feel like you exerted yourself that much, but it should just be like going through the motions. And one key thing that you can do to like really know whether or not you should go to the gym or you should take a rest day is take a nap for like 15 minutes and then see whether or not you still want to go. And if you still are tired and you still don't want to go, then maybe consider taking a rest day. So how do we do this? How do we make sure that we're consistent? We're doing this sustainably, but at the same time, we're not just making excuses and skipping whenever we feel like it. So that, I say, it's really simple. Whether or not you're making excuses depends on one of two things. Basically, have you started doing this thing and are you doing it regularly? And if you haven't even started, you're making excuses. If you have started, then you're not making excuses. Are you doing this regularly? Then asking for a rest day is not making an excuse. Are you not doing this regularly and it's like one period here and then a few months later, one period there, then maybe you are making excuses, because like real results come from little effort over a long period of time, not from one-off periods of high intensity. So you'll know you're making excuses if you haven't started or if you are really, really irregular in doing this. But if you just, you've been consistent and you just need like a week off, you're not making an excuse. Maybe you actually do need the week off and you need to rest. There are many times where I have just pushed a gym day one day ahead because I have felt tired and exhausted and I really needed to just rest for that day. And the next day I get a good workout in. So it's not like it's like I still fit the exact amount of workouts per week. I still fit the split. I just move the days a little so I could have a little bit more rest. And then there's one more idea that people will have is that could I be doing more with my day? And that's like although I commend that idea, I say shy on the side of less because less is more. And a lot of times trying to fill out your day to be more productive, it's kind of like you're doing it to escape some sort of emotion, some feeling. Because while some people use, or a lot of people get addicted to things to not feel emotions, some people work extremely hard to not feel emotions. And like they're high functioning depression or whatever. Yeah, something like that. And personally, I have never succeeded when I tried to write down like a disciplined hour by hour timetable. I just could not do that because there's something about it that just irks me and it makes me really frustrated and I just don't want to listen to that. But I do follow like a general routine where I'll wake up, I'll go to work, I'll come home, I'll go to the gym, if it's like one of my recording days, I'll record a video, then if not, then I'll just relax, prepare for the next day, maybe plan my next video, stuff like that. And of course, there's a lot more that can happen, like one day I'll go to the grocery store, or one day I'll go and see a friend, but for the most part, I follow a general routine. And I know that's the advice that a lot of people would give if they suggest a timetable, but I just hate timetables. I don't want to follow one. Basically, the whole idea of this video is that if it's not sustainable, if you can't do it every day, or not every day, but if you can't do it over like a period of years, and hopefully for the rest of your life, then maybe it's not worth doing. And maybe you should find another way to turn that into something more sustainable, because what will get you real results is effort over time. Not effort over time versus a short time of effort. Yeah, I don't know, that sounds cool. But anyways, that's it for this video. And if there's one thing to take away from it, just give yourself a rest day if you need it. And don't feel bad about it. Thank you for watching.